Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Lacey. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, it's Lee. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Makes the catch. It's Lacey. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that game. I know that.
He wants to change this route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball is going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being active.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's dribbling. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Rebels come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Used the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fit it in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after his short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the... Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Now improvising. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Pulls it in. It's Clyde. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Never a doubt they lead the offense on the field. 4th and short from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Going deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking to buy time. The throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Firing deep. He's got it up to 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Michigan offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so we're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Sneaks it in.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Finding an escape route.
Returner is brought down at the
to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games,
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum, again, any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Creates a little room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It's Sayin. The sure hands, it's Peoples. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Tate. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Sayin. Going over the top. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Finds his man. It's McCullough. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. The RPO, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's reeled in. It's Tate. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack. Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now he's looking to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
It's complete on the right side. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Short of the goal line, almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now It's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he
trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Lost to throw again. Might be looking to run. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. Delivers the stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. And if falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Snagged in the middle, it's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Going to take a shot on second and short. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Slings it downfield. Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score's set up by the return man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It has been Tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Space. The 30. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll line up to go for two. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Gets rid of it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
Gonna swing it on second down. Right on target this time. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. To the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical.
There he goes! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll play it safe and try for 3.
On the field goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The inside handoff. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Moss. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got a man. It's Moss. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. Calls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Craver. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Got a man. It's Concepcion. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. On the ground, it's Moss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air, it's Reed. Looking left. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 14, Michigan
10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Take over first and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Powers through the defender. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the outside. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Running through contact. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Concepcion. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. A&M comes back out with another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Yeah, and that's frustrating because I'm finding ways to get my big fella the ball, and I split the tight end out wide, and I'm trying to throw him a slant, trying to get him the football, and, you know, when he makes you look like an idiot and drops the football, I'm less likely to force it.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get him.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Somehow fits it into that traffic. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Underwood. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got it down the middle. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going.
Time to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off play action. Heaves it deep. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit